So, I think I have been extremely absorbed. I mean, anytime you spend a lot of time on your own, you're going to. I mean, you're left on your own. So you got to either like make it work with yourself, or it's gonna just eat itself up, and you're gonna find yourself in a really dark place. But like when you're continuing to be on your own, like I'm just continuing to be on my own, so I'm continuing to get better on being on my own. So it's like I'm continuing to like not need people as much, which is even though I miss having friends and this and that, it's also I just had an interaction with somebody whom I know from the internet. I don't really know him, but he got my number through the internet, and it's very similar reactions. Like it was essentially somebody. I don't want to say it brought back memories of interactions I've had with my past friends, and it just who I am and where I'm at, and like the fact that I'm sharing this online every day, and it's like people seeing me doing this and doing that. It's like it's rubbing people. It's rubbing people a particular way, and I picked up on the same, like pretty much the same type of reaction that I picked up from my former friends, from this person on the internet. And it's like I think there is truth to the notion that as a quote unquote, I don't even like saying this, chosen ones. I think everybody's been chosen. If you're alive, that means you've been chosen for life. So it's like we're all chosen, in my opinion. Some of us are here or may feel like they're here more for a mission. Maybe other people feel like they're more here just to like to live life and to go through shit. Maybe some people here are to suffer from things that they've done in their past. I don't know. But I feel like I'm here on a mission. Like that's my primary MO. I don't feel like my main thing is just to suffer and be in pain and rah and all this and that. And da, da, da. I don't feel like my main thing is just to live a normal life. I think I'm here to fulfill a mission. So I've been trying and working hard on focusing on absorbing myself with that, with fulfilling the mission and continuing on with the mission, even when people have decided, to give up on me. Is what it is. And again, if y'all remember, like I said, the only way that this doesn't get done is if I literally stop. So even if all of you people in internet land and elsewhere across America and the world choose not to want to support and to help me out, with this project, that doesn't mean it's still not going to come through because I'm doing everything I can to align myself with a higher vibrational reality to help perpetuate that on the planet Earth. So there are in my opinion, there's going to be supernatural forces that are going to happen that's going to allow this movement to take over because nothing else is looking out for everybody else. Like if y'all were thinking about the animals and the trees and the birds and the bees and all these types of things and starving children in other countries, not just your own selfish selves, because that's what I'm seeing largely of is now people are worrying about their own selves. It's very selfish. Um, anyway, it is what it is because that's the nature of what I'm seeing today. From our leaders, is it's primarily focused about taking care of themselves. I'm not hearing a lot of talk about like really trying to help other people or live in a harmonious way. I'm just not hearing it. I'm hearing people being concerned about their own well-being, which I mean, you got to survive this and that. Yeah, 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 yeah. But it's like it's only before the threats were at the door, like they didn't give a fuck anyways. So it's like the proof is in the pudding. Like people, hearts have become harder, man. Like it is what it is. That's largely why I'm here doing what I'm doing is to help soften people's hearts, to help instill more compassion into the world, because that's what we need. That because it's hurting, man. And like we're continuing. Like every time you buy a product that is going to have a detrimental effect on the environment, myself too, it has an effect on your soul, it has an effect on your love, it has an effect on your karma, it has an effect on your ability to create things, all of this shit, dude, especially when you know better, and the people that are in positions to actually make big changes with this, more of a responsibility, more of an effect is going to go on you guys because you guys are actually in places to do things about this type of stuff. And if you come across information that can provide you with an alternative to the current method that you knew, and you choose to ignore that information, then that's being ignorant and neglectful, and it's a sin. It's not good, and it's going to weigh heavily on your heart. It has to. It is what it is, dude. Like anytime you forgive or bypass or ignore or push past information that can save lives, like how is that a good thing? How can you expect yourself to feel good knowing that you're not helping out somebody else in a good way when you're in a position to do exactly that? So anyway, I'm just this was it kind of got off tangent here, but I was essentially just talking about how a part of me doesn't even know if I can connect to anybody right now because I'm so like in my own fucking tunnel vision of getting shit done and being 38 and gotten through all these fucking things and da 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 da. And it's like, I don't know. I can see myself. It's hard for me to imagine having a good conversation with anybody right now. And that's largely on. I mean, it's as much on me as it is on everybody else too. So I'm not trying to blame the rest of the world because of my situation. I'm just being realistic with how I feel. Um, until I see other people speaking in a similar way about similar things, like helping out the planet and the animal. I mean, that's the thing. It's like we're so selfish. Like other beings are literally being slaughtered. Okay, and it isn't that bad here in America. Okay, right now, most of us are still alive. We have plenty of food. We have too much food. We have too much luxury. We have too much comforts. We have too much toys. We have too much technology. It's like it hasn't even gotten bad yet. Okay, and that's the sad thing. It's like before it's even gotten bad, when things were nice, like that's why we're being kind of like, that's why I was trying to say, like, it's not good. It's part of our duty as good divine human beings to take care of those that have least among us. So the fact that when we had our comfort zone, when we had all of our bounties and our abundances, like how we chose to use those abundances, it says a lot about our character. And the quote, I mean, the tally is in a lot of America. Most of America chose to use their abundance in a selfish manner. I have it myself at times too. I like to think that, actually my abundance is the information, and it's like, actually I've shared a lot of information, so I got to take that back. I'm too hard on myself. I have been here sharing everything that I have to share, man. Even when I have little bits of money that I have, I still give to homeless people. Even though I don't got shit, I still give them, because it keeps coming back. That's the thing about a true person who really believes in the word, knows about spirituality. Like, you're never gonna, like, you being afraid to lose that is a loss in itself. Having a carefreeness with your material possessions, that talks about your character. That talks about your faith and your ability to provide for yourself, and also to know that things come back around. Like that goodness that you did, that sharing, that act of love that you did, that does have an effect. That does come back at you. Like, not to expect it, that's wrong, but just to know, like, it's the right thing to do. It's the good thing to do, to share when you have the ability to. I'm not talking about people selling everything and giving everything to help, but a little bit goes, it goes a long way, especially if we continue to give a little bit. And if we all give a little bit, we accumulate a lot. But again, because we've chosen not to use our abundance, most of us, in a good way, now we're fucked. But the thing about it is, this is what I don't like about what I'm seeing with a lot of the leaders here in America, is they're not talking about that. They're not talking about America taking accountability for the wrongs that they've done. No, they're not. They're talking about how blaming people, and they're not even coming up with solutions. Like, there's animals that are dying off, whole species of animals that are dead, because America chooses to continue to buy shit without thinking, without having proper leaders in place and regulations in place to keep those animals safe. But we continue to buy. We continue to buy. No one is wrong. Just like, we have to wake up. We have to change our ways. And it's more than just like getting Trump into office. He does not have the he's not the caliber type of person that's going to be required to defeat this enemy. You're going to need somebody of a true, pure, righteous, unselfish heart. Okay, or at least somebody with a good amount of that, and then helping develop that, and developing a movement behind that, and allowing the movement to be the main thing. Because if it's the movement that's the main thing, they can't kill the movement. As long as there's people working in the movement, and the movement's going to stay alive. Once the template is designed and shared of the movement, then anybody can go along and support the movement. As long as the movement is alive, then there's hope for humanity. But if there isn't a movement that is about bringing about a true harmony in every possible way, as much as we can, we're not going to receive help from upstairs. We're not going to get help from higher vibrational beings, because we haven't deserved it. We haven't earned it. We haven't shown to them and to ourselves that we've learned the lesson, and decided to turn the cheek, and decided to not take that easy fucking money, and decide to do the good work, to plant the good seeds, and to perpetuate a good future. Until we do that, we're not going to have one, because we don't deserve one, because that's not the way shit works. You can't just wish for things to fucking happen and magically happen. Trump's in his 70s, right? Like, he's not going to be around much longer. So from where he's standing, as long as he gets America good for a few more years, then he's happy. He's going to go down as a legacy. He's going to go down as doing something good. But meanwhile, 10, 20 fucking years in the future, we're going to run out of oil, and we're going to be super fucked. And we're also going to have that accumulative karma from all the bad shit that's been, all the death that we've caused from our consumerism is going to be on our shoulders. That much more. We already have a lot, but we're about to add a whole shit ton more if we start drilling into America and extracting the oil underneath our feet and perpetuating more gas and more plastic products. Again, I'm willing to compromise as long as you guys don't want to make the plastics, but I don't think that people are going to be able to do that because they're fucking greedy. They're going to want to make money. They're going to be like, why not make some money off the plastic since we're doing the fossil fuels thing? Let's make some more money. And boom. It's that simple. And Trump's like, oh, the fucking animals. I mean, I don't think he cares that much about the animals. I'll be honest with you. I wish it wasn't so, but if it was, why would he be supporting fossil fuels if he knows what the damage they do? So, all right, y'all take care. Bye.